I'm going to be showing you how to create a shadow with an existing object. So to start off with, I'm just going to bring in this person. Obviously, it can be any object that you want, but I want the canvas to be a little bit bigger first. I'm just going to go to Image, Canvas Size, and I'm just going to make this bigger so you have a bigger area to work with. Step one is to select your object, or in this case, person. So since I have a white background, I'm going to start off with the magic wand tool and select the background. Now notice a couple of mistakes here, but that's okay. But right now I have the background selected. So to get that inverse, I'm just going to go to Select, Inverse. And now I just have the girl. To fix these problems with the shoes, I'm just going to change to the Quick Selection tool. I'm going to zoom in, scroll down a bit. I'm going to make sure I have the minus sign here selected, and then just quickly go over some of the areas I don't want selected, and the rest looks pretty good. Alright, now I want to take just her into a new layer. To do that, I press Command J, J like jam, and now you'll notice there's a new layer that only has the girl. Okay, so now to create the background. Sorry, I mean shadow. So what do I have to do? Well, I want a layer that's below or in between these two layers. Here's a neat little trick. Press Command and then click on your layer button and it will automatically put between these two. Now, I want obviously a shadow that's the same shape as she is. So here's another trick. Hold Command again and put your mouse in what we call the thumbnail and look at the little square it shows up with, and if I click, it only selects what's in that layer. So now for layer 2 that I still have selected, I'm going to go to Edit, Fill, and my contents, I want to make sure it's black, and I press OK. Now what you can't see, and I'm going to show it to you right now, is there is my shadow hiding behind her. So I am going to deselect these ants by pressing Command D, and I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, Distort. Using the middle top box, I'm going to drag my shadow in any position that I want that makes sense for where the sun might be in my picture. So for in this case, I'm just going to put it over here. Now notice here though, the shadow by her foot doesn't quite make sense, so I can just use this tool to hide it so it makes a little bit more sense for where the shadow might show up. Once I'm done, push Enter. Now, that shadow obviously is a little bit dark. So what I can do is I can take my opacity and I can lower it for as light or as dark as I want. Now the other problem too is that it's a bit too crisp on the outside. So I'm just going to go up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. Okay, and you notice in the preview, right, unclick the preview, okay, the difference. Now I said it's 1.5. You can play with it, okay, for what you think would be a realistic looking shadow. Press OK. And then once you're done, you can merge all the layers by pressing Command E to merge down. And then obviously this layer you don't need anymore, so you can just delete it. And there is your person with the shadow. That will look good in your picture. Good luck.